So the first season of a relationship is before you've met, you've just heard about or heard the person. And the second season is when you get face to face, heart to heart, and you actually decide you want to enter into the relationship. When we're talking real estate, what is the third season?
Moving forward with the Dekker Team. Moving forward together with the Dekker Team.
You know what? Even beyond deciding you want to work together, it's the whole time of working together. It can be months sometimes.
Sometimes it's years.
To initially find a place or to get in a, maybe you're getting in a position where you're financially able, and we're coaching and walking through that process.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. So we at the Dekker Team are super excited and honored that for over 31 years, we've been able to work together. We've been able to help your life and our life expand and grow. Initially, it was just all a real estate conversation. And then it became, we got this thing called real estate. We can give you the ins and the outs. And now let's expand, because if we're not thriving in our houses, then it's not really a home.
That's right.
So we're very grateful that you can get access to the Inside Track shows anyhow. Not quite anyhow, but you can get them anywhere on the go from your home or your office. Just do it on your lunchtime if it's going to be at office. So we love that we get to do that with you. And today it is all relationship based.
Yeah, because it's Valentine's Day.
It's Valentine's Day, which is awesome. And yet the relationship for us sometimes, it feels like, or what you'll learn, what happens once you've bought that house, once you've moved, once you've settled in, then what happens to that relationship with your realtor?
I get separation anxiety.
I know, me too.
Because I've spent the dating time where we're figuring out what you're looking for, what's your motivation, what's your heart. We've connected, and then we're showing you properties, and then we're negotiating that property, and then we're doing inspections, and we're doing we call it the closing.
The celebration
it's really the
time,
celebration day, right?
Where you get the keys or you give the keys. Because sellers, it works kind of the same way, right? We don't run around and show you houses, but now we're working instead to show you offers and negotiate and strategy. And I love the strategy.
So we're connecting regularly.
Yeah.
And then afterward, with most people and most other realtors or salespeople, when the sale is over, the relationship is over until you need another car or a different house, and maybe you go back to the same person if you had a decent
And
experience.
In our early years, 31 years ago, we kind of thought that was the way it had to be done, because that's what we saw modeled.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we saw in the industry. So we would bring you a lovely gift basket.
Yeah,
and
or something. We call the closing gift.
I know. So it's
closing the relationship. Here, goodbye.
Hello. It's like the wrap up. Put the bow on the book or put the bow on the picture frame, and we're saying goodbye. Yeah. And that just didn't feel good to us.
No.
And so about 20 years ago, we started. And at first it was once a year. And then we decided, what did we start? We started figuring out, how can we stay getting to see you? How can we stay getting together? So we started creating family gatherings. Mm-hmm. Dekker Team family gatherings, where you get invited
into our family.
And we get invited into yours. And what has happened now is it's 4 times a year. Mm-hmm. It's not just once a year. Now we actually get to hang out with you, or have the opportunity to hang out with you, and you hang out with us 4 times a year, usually once kind of a quarter.
Mm-hmm. And what we did was we purposely made those events, those gatherings, family gatherings, we call them family gatherings, where our clients come together for an experience. And we chose experiences because they create family memories. Family traditions are very, very powerful in the relationship of your family.
And the number of times somebody has said to us, I had never been strawberry picking before, or had never been apple picking before, or I'd never been to the tree farm before, or I'd never had like a battle for the best chili or the best pie before. I never got to do that.
Or even be a judge. If I didn't make any, I still get to judge which ones are the best.
Right. And so they become family traditions for our client families and now with us.
And what's really neat is when we see our clients with other clients building a relationship that carries on. It's a way of building community.
And sometimes they've even known that person or introduced us to them because the majority of our clients we meet through another client.
Right. They refer, because what better way when you trust somebody and then you love someone else to put that trust and introduce the one you trust to the one you love so that they can take care of them.
They love us too. It's Valentine's Day.
Okay, they love us.
Yeah, come on now.
Share the love.
And it's a way of saving your friends from potentially a poor real estate experience.
Yes, it is.
Because you don't know.
Well, you know the experience you had.
Right.
And if that was great, then you expect it to be the same for your friend.
And I would think it would be.
Yeah, because we put systems in place to make sure it is.
Absolutely. So having fun has to be part of the family gathering. If we're not having fun, we're not having.
Yep.
Right? And then building relationships with each other is like us with you, as well as you with one another. Some people have known each other before and others haven't.
And it's fun watching the kids grow up. If you have children, we watch them grow up from event to event. It's so much fun. The kids get involved. They love it.
Yep. And then making memories. Who doesn't like to make a memory?
Yeah. You know what Lisa's grandma always says?
Go ahead.
She's sitting in the rocking chair and she says, you need to make experiences so that you can have memories. And your job when you're young is to make those experiences good. So you have good memories.
To tell. And to share. Which is kind of neat, right?
Yeah.
So if you're thinking, I'm kind of done with the idea that the relationship ends, and maybe you've worked with a great realtor, but you had wished that you could stay connected, reach out to us. We'll have a conversation. We begin with the consultation, so you can go back to the first segment of this and see that no push. Mm-hmm. There's no push. There's no pull. There's just an invitation to connect.
Yep.
And as we connect, then we choose what seasons we want our relationship to go in.
That's true. And you know what? Our next upcoming event, kind of fun, because we've been doing the pie cook off and the chili cook off, but we've added a twist to it, and we're going to nuts.
Because we are nuts.
Yes, NUTS, and I can't remember what it stands for. Neurological something.
Obstacle training system.
Yes, that. So it's going to be fun for the kids. We put them through an obstacle course, and there's questions that they have to answer on an iPad. We elevate their heartbeat. They love it. And we tested it on our grandchildren, and it's grandchild approved.
Oh, yeah. Like they want to come back.
Yes.
Which is incredible. So it is, and we have learned it is much better, so much more fun to stay connected to a client that we've already worked with than to go looking for a new one. So if we've worked with you, come on back. And if we haven't worked with you yet and you're thinking, I'd like it to continue when I start working with a realtor, come on over, give us a call. Or if you know somebody that needs some real estate, even questions answered, like all the questions, the more the merrier. Never a challenge. Because if I don't know the answer, you might.
Yep.
And if you don't, one of the other team members will. So
I'm going to say, if I don't know it, nobody knows.
I knew you were going to go down that road. Well, and I love that what we used to say, between the two of us, we know everything. Ask me a question. And if I don't know the answer, it's because he knows it, right? So we are so grateful that we get to grow together and be your partners, because together we've got this.
Moving forward with the Dekker Team. Moving forward together with the Dekker Team.